नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौरभक्तवृंद वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय। हरे कृष्णा। Welcome to the session. Let us hear the wonderful Rath Yatra pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Jagannath. This entire pastime of the Rath Yatra is mentioned in Krishnadas Kaviraj's Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 13 and 14. And what I'll be speaking today will be from those portions as explained by Srila Prabhupada. So that is a reference for the talk today. So we begin with some verses from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, specifically connected to this pastime. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes, Sajiyat Krishna Chaitanya Sarathagre Nanartaya. That means Sajiyat, all glories, long live Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Rathagre Nanartaya. Rathagre means in front of the Ratha. Nanarta means dancing. Who performed such wonderful dancing in front of the Ratha of Jagannath, Rathagre Nanatra, that what happened? Yena Sij Jagatam Chitram. His dancing was so wonderful that Jagatam Chitram, Jagatam means entire universe, was held in wonder, Chitram. And not only the entire universe was held in wonder, Jagannatho api vishmitaha. Even Lord Jagannath became astonished to see the wonderful dancing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the translation. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who danced in front of the car of Sri Jagannath, be all glorified. By seeing his dancing, not only was the whole universe held in wonder, but Lord Jagannath himself became very much astonished. And there is another verse. Jaya 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 Shota Gana Shuni Shuno Kori Ek Mana Ratha Yatraye Nritya Prabhura Parama Mohana. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, all glories to the listeners of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Please hear the descriptions of the dancing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at the Rath Yatra festival. His dancing is very enchanting. Parama Mohanha, very enchanting. Please hear of it with great attention. Shuno Kari Ek Mana. So the Rath Yatra day is like when we have a festival in the temple. We're all very excited. And the day of the festival, we all get up very early, excited to participate, to serve the Lord for the wonderful occasion. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the associates on the Rath Yatra day got up very early in the morning. It was dark, just like we get up in the during the Mangalarti time, it's dark. And they all took their bath, chanted their prayers, and they all went to the Jagannath temple for the Rath Yatra. So the first thing that happens during the Rath Yatra ceremony is the first ritual is called the Pandu Vijaya ritual. It's not a ritual, but it's some mantras are also chanted, but it is bringing the Lord Jagannath from his throne in the in the Jagannath Mandir to the Ratha site. placing him on the throne. And this is called the Pandu Vijaya. And there are specific servants. Lord himself selected these specific servants who would lift him and bring him from the altar throne to in the temple to the throne on the Rath Yatra. And these servants are called Daitas. And these Daitas are very, very powerful, very well built. That's why the Lord chose them. And of course, the Daitas are not from a very high caste, from upper caste, they are from a lower caste. But so no matter what caste we are in, whether we are low caste or high caste, if we can serve the Lord, the Daitas were very eager to serve the Lord. And so the Lord gave them the opportunity to carry him. So some of the Daitas were holding the lotus feet of the Lord. How wonderful it is. And some of them were holding the Lord on his shoulders. So they were holding Lord Jagannath by their hand. And they were also lifting Lord Jagannath from his shoulders by tying those silken ropes, soft silk ropes. At that point, the king of, this is a story that happened about 500 years back. And at that time, the king of Orissa was Maharaj Prataparudra. And he is the most advanced, the best, the king, the richest man and the head of the state. But the king at that time was holding a broomstick in his hand, and he was cleaning the area in front of the Ratha. So here we see, although he was a king, he was the lord of the whole state, but he was doing menial service. So in front of the Lord of the universe, even the king of the state is a servant. So we all are servants in front of the Supreme Lord. No matter how big, how small, how rich, how poor, how educated or illiterate, no matter what we have, what we possess, if we serve the Lord humbly, then the Lord becomes very pleased. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw this, that King Prataparudra, although he is the king, he came and rendered such menial service. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy with Prataparudra's service, and he blesses Prataparudra. So after that, Jagannath deity got up on the Ratha, and following Jagannath were Subhadra and Baladev, and they also got up on the Ratha. All the three deities got up on the Ratha, and the Ratha was very beautifully decorated. It is mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that the beautiful way the Ratha was decorated. The Ratha had many hundreds of chamaras, and it was decorated with beautiful mirrors, different shapes of small mirrors. And when sunlight fell on the Ratha, on these mirrors were glittering like a beautiful mountain, a glittering mountain. And there were many other wonderful decorative items like bells and many other decorative pieces. So just by seeing the Ratha was so enchanting. And imagine, Lord Jagannath was sitting inside this beautiful Ratha. So the whole scene was very beautiful. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra and I were seated on the Ratha, and the Rath Yatra procession was about to begin. Many devotees had come from all over the place. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that devotees had not only come over they were not only Desis. Desi means a localite, Desi. But there were people from Nana Deshe. Nana Deshe means from different countries. Even 500 years back, people from different countries would come to India, would come to Jagannath Puri to participate in the Lord's Rath Yatra. You can imagine 500 years back it would have been so difficult. And 500 years back there was no train, there was no vehicle like that. So all the devotees every year would come walking. It was a many days walk just for two purposes. One, to have darshan, to meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and to participate in the Rath Yatra. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also there. He was a witness to all these ceremonies, Pandu Vijaya ceremony, the deity coming and the deity being taken to the Ratha on the top, and all the devotees were ready. And before the Rath Yatra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to honor all the devotees. He wanted to serve the devotees. So the devotees had brought many garlands with him, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to all the devotees, he offered them a flower garland and applied sandalwood paste on their foreheads. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offers a flower garland and sandalwood to each of those devotees. This shows how we must serve the devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could have said, okay, now you go and offer flower garland and sandalwood to all of them. But no, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally took this up. The devotees were very happy. There was Nityananda Prabhu, there was Advaita Acharya, there was Haridas Thakur, there was Bakreshwar Pandit, and all the different associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were there, and they were all very happy. And with that happy mood, the Rath Yatra started. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu makes a plan. In Rath Yatra, the most important thing is the Sankirtan, the chanting of the holy names of God, along with dancing. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu organized 7 Kirtan parties, not 1 or 2 or 3, but 7. And just like in ISKCON Bangalore, whenever we have a Rath Yatra, or for that matter any festival, we have a Kirtan list, and we make a list that he's going to be the lead singer, he's going to be the follow-up singer, he's going to be the mridangist, and he's going to play kartals. And we think ourselves very organized. I'm putting up a list and I'm making a, with names of devotees who would sing and who would lead, who would follow up. 500 years back also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did something similar. And he did that not just for one Kirtan team. We have just one Kirtan team. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had 7 Kirtan teams. And for all these 7 Kirtan teams, he assigned specifically who's the lead singer, who are the responsive singers, that is the follow-up singer. There was 1 lead singer, there were 5 responsive singers, and then there was also a dancer in each of the group. So that's something very wonderful, because Rath Yatra is a time when you sing and chant and dance. So he assigned dancers to each of the groups. Some of the dancers that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu assigned was Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, Bakreshwar Pandit, and some few others. So, and they were so these 7 groups, some of the groups were from Bengal and from different parts, some were from localized. Like this, he had 7 groups. And in each of the Kirtan team, there were 2 Mridanga players also. You can imagine 7 Kirtan teams with 2 Mridanga players in each team, 14 Mridangas resounding together. You can imagine how the sound would be. So it was just tumultuous Kirtan, and everybody was just so happy with the Kirtan that was happening all around with so many different devotees. How they were placed, where will these 7 teams be placed? So 4 teams of these Kirtan performers were in front of the Ratha, and 1 each were on the either side of the Ratha, and 1 team was behind the Ratha. So that was the way all around Lord Jagannath, there was constant chanting and loud Sankirtan that was happening. It is mentioned how there were so many, there were lakhs of devotees who had all assembled in Jagannath Puri to participate in the Rath Yatra. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is describing very beautifully, poetically. It is said that the Vaishnavas coming together while doing the Kirtan was like assembly of clouds coming together. What happens after the assembly of clouds come together? They rain. All these Vaishnavas were performing Kirtan together. They were so filled with ecstasy in chanting the holy name. They were so overjoyed that tears fell from their eyes like rain. So that was the feeling that everyone was experiencing when the Kirtan was going on in front of Lord Jagannatha. It was no ordinary Kirtan. It was a wonderful Kirtan. It was Kirtan amidst Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was Kirtan with Jagannath witnessing the personality. Krishna in the form of Jagannath was right there. Baladev, Subhadra, all of them were there. And it is said that when the Sankirtan was happening with 7 teams performing together, it was like a resounding voice and the voice was so loud, just like Prabhupada says, we should do loud chanting. When the mind is getting disturbed, the best way to control the mind is to chant loudly. And you can imagine that is for chanting, but in a Sankirtan, how loud the voice can become. We can't avoid Krishna not being there in our minds. So that's the benefit of participating in a Sankirtan, that automatically you get pulled into thinking of Krishna, chanting Krishna's holy name. So the Kirtan was so loud that it is said that nobody could hear any other sound than Sankirtan. Only Sankirtan was being heard and it filled the entire universe. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had made 7 groups, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did something very mystical. If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to be present, all the devotees wanted that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu be present in my group alone, or at least in my group. Now, if everybody wants Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be there in his group all the time, it's not practically possible. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew the minds of the devotees. All the devotees wanted that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should perform ecstatic kirtan in my group, because they all love Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, okay, I'm going to fulfill the desire of everyone, and he expanded himself into 7 forms. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Just like Krishna, during the Rasa dance, he expanded himself into so many multiple forms that every gopi felt that Krishna is with him alone, and they were so happy. In the same way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also expanded himself into 7 forms, and all the devotees felt that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is with him. But only the very, very confidential devotees could understand this wonderful Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expanding himself into 7 forms. Not everybody understood this wonderful Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that was the prerogative of those few special chosen devotees who saw this Leela of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so like this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was performing wonderful ecstatic pastime. He was chanting with his mind fully absorbed in Kirtan, and all the devotees who were there were also engaged in Kirtan, but when they were seeing the way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in the Sankirtan, they were all astonished. And some few descriptions that is mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body was golden in color, right? And when he was dancing, the description that is there in the Chaitanya Charitamrita was that he was dancing by jumping very high, and he was jumping in a circular fashion, and he was dancing so fast. No dancer can match up to the standard or to the speed that at which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing. Now, this is something really amazing. Sometimes we have competitions of dancing and we see who can dance very quick, whose movements are very fast. Some of the dancers in India have, you can dance very quickly and very fast with very quick and fast step movements. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing sometimes so fast and quick that when he was going up and down, in dance you jump up and down, and his jumping up and down was very special. He was jumping up and down, not just straight up and down, but in a slightly circular fashion. And he was doing it so fast that it appeared that there was a circular firebrand. You know what's a circular firebrand? Prabhupada explains in the purport, just like you have a cinder of fire, a small ball of fire held in your hand, and you very quickly move it like this, you rotate it like this. What will happen after some, if you're rotating it very fast, you can't identify that small piece of fire. You will see that piece of fire because it's moving so fast, it will appear like a circular ring of fire. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because his body was golden in color and he was dancing like this, and everybody saw that it was like a circular golden firebrand moving up and down in circular fashion in the air in front of Jagannath. And when Jagannath saw this, he was completely astonished. And Jagannath, at this point of time, when he saw such wonderful ecstatic dancing by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jagannath decided, I must enjoy this thoroughly. Let me just wait I am not going to move any further because I want to fully get absorbed and enjoy and relish the wonderful way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing. Just like if you are seeing someone dance very wonderfully, very beautifully, very ecstatically, you won't like to move. You would just like to sit on your chair and be absorbed in watching the dance and relishing the dance. And that's exactly what Jagannath decided to do. He decided to stop moving on his Ratha. So there are some very beautiful verses in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I'll put them on the screen. Kirtana dekhiya Jagannatha harashita. Kirtana dekhiya, seeing the Kirtan, Jagannath became very happy, harashita. Sankirtana dekhe ratha koriya sthagita. Seeing the Sankirtan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what did he do? Koriya ratha sthagita. He stops the ratha. Lord Jagannath was very much pleased by the Sankirtana, and he brought his car to a standstill just to see the performance. Ratha sthira kaila, aage na kare gamana. He stops the ratha, ratha sthira kaila, aage na kare gamana, and he doesn't proceed further. And he not only stops the ratha and doesn't proceed further, but the second line is describing in what mood Jagannath is watching Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan. Animisha netre kare nritya darshana. Animisha netra means without blinking an eyelid. Kare nritya darshana. He is observing, he is having the darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's nritya. The car came to a complete standstill and remained immobile while Lord Jagannath, with unblinking eyes, watched the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ei Matte Mahaprabhu kore nritya range. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed ecstatic dancing, Ei nritya range. Bhashila Sabaloka Premera Tarange. And he, Bhashilo Sabaloka means everybody got drowned. Bhashilo. What did they get drowned in? Premera Tarange. They all got drowned in an ocean of ecstatic love. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in great jubilation and inundated all the people with waves of ecstatic love. So these are the wonderful descriptions mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Everyone was astonished by the dancing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and even Lord Jagannath became extremely happy to see him. The goddess of fortune, Subhadra, and Lord Balaram both felt great happiness and ecstasy within their hearts. Indeed, they were seen smiling at the dancing. Not only Jagannath, but Subhadra Mata and Balaram also were seen smiling. These are all facts. Although they were deities, they were real personalities, appear in the deity form, and they were also enjoying, relishing the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Further, it is mentioned, tears came forcefully from the eyes of the Lord, as if from a syringe, and all people surrounding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became wet. Everyone saw the complexion of his body change from white to pink, and his luster, so his luster resembled like that of a malika flower. Malika flower has got a slight pinkish luster. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became so absorbed in Sankirtan, and he was so overjoyed and filled with ecstatic love that it is said that, when you have such wonderful spiritual emotions, these are all spiritual, real spiritual emotions, true emotions, emotions coming out of genuine love for God, love for Jagannath, love for Krishna, that when a person goes through that stage, there are 8 ecstatic transformations in his body. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu experienced all those 8 ecstatic transformations. They were like tears coming out from his eyes, like rain, or like coming out from a syringe, and there were hairs standing on his end, and his whole body color got changed. His voice got choked. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting Jagannath, Jagannath, the word Jagannath was not coming out clearly from his voice, from his throat. Mukhe adha adha bol. Adha adha bol means jaga jaga jagana jag. He just like when you become overjoyed, you're unable to speak. Like when you meet someone very close to you, very dear to you, and you can't call out his name. You're so overjoyed. So that is the feeling that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got when he was seeing Jagannath and when he was participating in the Sankirtan. So this is how the Rath Yatra happened. This is how, the wonderful ecstasies that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu experienced and all the other devotees also experienced. The philosophy of the Rath Yatra, just we'll pause here and understand the philosophy of Rath Yatra and then we'll proceed further. What does the Rath Yatra indicate, or what does it signify? What is the meaning of Jagannath moving from Jagannath temple to Gundicha temple? And what is the mood that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the mood of Radha Dviti Suvalitam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahe Anya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but in the mood of Radha. Now, Krishna left Vrindavan at a young age, and then he went to Mathura, and from Mathura he went to Dwaraka. And Krishna never returned to Vrindavan. And all the devotees in Vrindavan were anxiously waiting for Krishna to return to Vrindavan so that they can have his association, they can have his company in Vrindavan. But Krishna never returned. Of course, it is said that Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. Vrindavanam parityajyet padam ekam na gacchati. It is said that Krishna never steps out of Vrindavan. How do we understand that? That Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, but here we see that Krishna left Vrindavan. Well, Krishna is always there in the hearts of his devotees in Vrindavan. That way, if you are in Vrindavan, but if you want Krishna to be with you, Krishna is always there with you in your heart. And this can happen when you have that advanced devotion and feeling for Krishna, that you can experience him in your heart. And all the Vrajavasis were all great devotees. So anyway, Krishna left Vrindavan, he was in Dwarka, and Krishna was supposed to go to Kurukshetra on a solar eclipse. So everybody gathered in Kurukshetra. Krishna with his brother, sister, wives, all of them went to Kurukshetra for the eclipse, and then they would take their bath. So now Dwarka is at quite a distance from Vrindavan, but Kurukshetra and Vrindavan are a little closer. So when all the Vrajavasis heard that Krishna is coming to Kurukshetra from Dwarka, they thought, why not go to Kurukshetra and meet our Supreme Lord Krishna in Kurukshetra. So they all go to Kurukshetra and there they meet Krishna, but they're not very happy. They want Krishna now not to return from Kurukshetra and go back to Dwaraka. They have been eagerly waiting for Krishna to come to Vrindavan, and Vrindavan is not that far. So they are pleading Krishna. Radharani is pleading Krishna, please do not return back to Dwarka. Please come with me to Vrindavan. So Krishna coming to Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is the Jagannath temple, where Krishna lives in Kurukshetra in lot of opulence, lot of wealth, in the Aishwarya Bhava, lot of service to him, and in that kingly nature. But in Vrindavan, the mood is different. In Vrindavan, the mood is Madhurya Bhava, a life where there are many wonderful forests and there are beautiful trees and there are humming bees and there are nice fragrant flowers on the bushes in Vrindavan is different. That is Madhurya Bhava, it's a village life. So Radharani wanted to enjoy the company of Krishna in the atmosphere, in the setting of Vrindavan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Radha. So he is representing Srimati Radharani. He is asking Jagannath to please come with me. The Ratha is being pulled from Jagannath temple to the Gundicha temple, and Gundicha temple is the Vrindavan. So that is the mood that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is calling Jagannath to come with him. It's like Radharani, Srimati Radharani calling Krishna to come with him to Vrindavan. So this is the whole feeling. And it is said that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would dance in front of the Ratha, he would sometimes get so lost and absorbed in his dancing and feelings for the Lord that because the Ratha is moving and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu loses himself in the dancing and feelings for the Lord, that he sometimes, the Ratha crosses him and he goes behind the Ratha. And then what happens when he goes behind the Ratha? Jagannath stops. So Jagannath stops for two reasons. One, he stops. It is not that we stop pulling the Ratha. No. It is Jagannath himself stops. He stops for two reasons. One, he stops to relish the wonderful dancing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to be absorbed in his dancing, absorbed in seeing his wonderful dancing. And the second reason why he stops is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been left behind. He's my devotee, he's my great devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but here he has come in the form of a devotee, and he is in the mood of Radharani, and Radharani is the dearmost devotee of Krishna. So how can Chaitanya Mahaprabhu be left behind? So Jagannath stops to let Chaitanya Mahaprabhu come in front, and then Jagannath decides to move again slowly. So you can see the power of devotional service. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come in the form of devotee, and is teaching us that if you become a great advanced devotee, which is very easily possible just by chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, then Krishna will wait for you. Krishna loves his devotee so much that Krishna is ready to do anything. Krishna cannot be without his devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was performing Sankirtan and he was absorbed, he also offered many prayers to Jagannath. I'll display two prayers, very wonderful prayers. This is a very famous prayer which we all know. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagad Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Meaning, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Krishna, who is the worshipable deity for all Brahmanical men, who is the well-wisher of cows and Brahmanas, who is always benefiting the whole world. I offer my repeated obeisances to the personality of Godhead, known as Krishna and Govinda. Another very beautiful prayer that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offers, Jayati Jayati Devo Devaki Nandanaso, means Jayati, all glories to Jagannath, who is the greatest Lord, Devo, Devaki Nando, and he is the son of Mother Devaki. And Jayati Jayati Krishna, Vrishni Vamsha, he is coming in the Vrishni Vamsha, in the Vrishni dynasty. Pradeepa, he is the light of the Vrishni dynasty. Jayati Jayati Megha Shyamalaha Komalango, Megha Shyamala. Krishna's body is like a freshly formed rain cloud. So Megha Shyamala is so beautiful. A freshly formed rain cloud is very beautiful to look at. And Komalango, his body is very, very soft, just like a lotus flower. And Jayati Jayati Prithvi Bhara Nasho Mukundaha. And he destroys the burden of the earth. He destroys the burden of the sufferings of all people on this earth. Prithvi Bhara Nasho Mukundaha, and he provides them liberation. This is a very beautiful verse when Lord Chaitanya was offering prayers that, my dear Krishna, my dear Jagannath, please come with me to Vrindavan. Please do not go back to Dwarka. We are all the Brajavasis are anxiously waiting for you to have your association in the setting of Vrindavan, that beautiful place. So please come with us. And she was saying that we have almost lost our lives without you being with us. That was the feeling that they were all going through, the feeling of separation. So Srimati Radharani was saying that, Krishna, you have left us and gone. We're all losing our life. Please come back and give us life. To this is the beautiful reply that Krishna gives. And that reply is like this. Krishna is telling to Radharani. So here Jagannath is telling to Lord Chaitanya, that Vrajavasi Jatajan, Mata Pita Sakhagan, all the Vrajavasis, including Mata, Pita, and the cowherd boys, Sab hoy Mora Prana Sama, they're all like my life. Tar Madhye Gopigan, Sakshat Mora Jivana. But in them, the gopis are even more special, which means they are directly my life. Others are like my life, but gopis are directly my life and soul. And then he further says, but you, that means Krishna is telling this to Radharani, but you, tumi mora, jivanera jivana, you are the very life of my life. So this was the deep relationship that existed between Krishna and Srimati Radharani, and a similar relationship and a feeling and emotions are being exchanged between Jagannath and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These were the beautiful, things that was happening during the Rath Yatra. And the Rath Yatra, midway the Rath Yatra, the Ratha stops, and at that time, a lot of food offerings were made to Lord Jagannath. This is also a part of the whole Rath Yatra ceremony. And everybody was allowed to make their food offerings to Jagannath, from the king and the queen to the sweeper to the beggar. Anybody who wanted, they were welcome to make their offerings. There was no distinction or no demarcation between you can offer or you cannot offer, you are qualified or you are not qualified. Lord Jagannath accepts everyone. And it said that there were so many offerings that people placed all the offerings in front of Lord Jagannatha, and then there was no place, so people placed offering on the sides of Jagannatha, and then some even went behind the cart and placed their offering, because Jagannath has eyes everywhere and he can eat sakalendriya vritti manti. All his indriyas are competent to do the function of any other indriya. So Jagannath's all offerings were placed all around him. Some were placed in the garden. When the offerings were being made, devotees rested for a while. They went to the garden and took some rest, and devotees made their offerings. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased seeing the wonderful offerings made by the devotees. And after Jagannath ate, Jagannath was relishing each and every item. There were hundreds and thousands of different offerings that were made. Jagannath was very pleased. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased seeing these wonderful offerings. It is very easy to satisfy the Supreme Lord just by making some bhoga offering. Just like if someone offers you something to eat, you feel so happy, isn't it? You feel so satisfied, and you kind of get obligated to that person who has fed you. In the same way, we can also very easily please Krishna by making wonderful food offerings. And we can get even more pleased and satisfied when we offer it to Jagannath first and then have it for ourselves as Mahaprasadam. After all the offerings were made, now, after Jagannath was happy and satisfied, all the devotees had to have the Mahaprasadam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the first one to get up and pick up the prasadam, and he started serving all the devotees. But all the devotees said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are not going to eat. Why is that? Mahaprabhu, we first want you to eat. Unless you eat, how can we eat? So at this point of time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu conceded, and he agreed to the will of the devotees. He sat down in a row along with all his associates, and all the devotees, and some of the devotees were serving, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had prasadam along with all his associates, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ensured that every devotee has prasadam up to the neck. That is, if you go in Jagannath temple, Jagannath is situated in the mood of bhoga, accepting or honoring lot of prasadam. There are 54 times in a single day that Jagannath is offered Mahaprasadam. So here, in Dwarka, Krishna is in the mood of ruling. In Vrindavan, Krishna is in the mood of enjoying his wonderful pastimes. In Jagannath Puri, Krishna is in the mood of eating nice prasadam. So that was the mood. So all the devotees had prasadam, and now after all the devotees had prasadam, it was time for the Ratha to start once again. And devotees were all getting up in small batches. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the devotees, they washed their hands and they were about to come to start the Rath Yatra, they were seeing that Maharaj Pratap Rudra, he was also there with the Ratha. They were all trying to start moving the Ratha, and there were many men there, and they were all trying to pull the Ratha, but the Ratha wouldn't move. Earlier the Ratha was moving when these people were pulling, but now it was not moving. So Maharaj Pratap Rudra was very surprised. Why is the Ratha not moving? Is there something gone wrong? And then he called for very strong men, like wrestlers, very strong, powerful men. He said, okay, all of you come. Why is the Ratha not moving? So all the wrestlers came and they tried to pull the rope, many of them. It should have moved, but it didn't move. It still didn't move. And Maharaj Pratap Rudra was in a lot of anxiety. Why is the Ratha not moving? The Rath Yatra festival has to end properly. And then he thought of an idea. He said, okay, maybe something has gone wrong. They are not applying enough force. Let me get strong, powerful elephants. So Maharaj Pratap Rudra called many strong, powerful elephants, and those elephant goats, they were sitting on top of the elephant, and the elephant was trying to pull, and the Ratha was not moving. So Ratha, the second half, it didn't move. Jagannath had nice prasadam, and he decided to stay put. He didn't want to move. The reason why the Ratha was not moving was that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hadn't yet come in front of the Ratha, and so Jagannath decided not to move. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was seeing this whole scene. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Pratap Rudra, Maharaj Pratap Rudra, do not worry, please wait. All the elephants were moved away, all the wrestlers were moved away, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the ropes of the Ratha and placed it on the hands of his devotees. And all the devotees were just holding the rope. They were not pulling, they were just holding the rope. And then what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did, he goes behind the Ratha and he places his head on the Ratha and he just pushes the Ratha alone. And the Ratha immediately, with a rattling sound, starts moving. And all the devotees, they were just holding the rope and walking with the rope. They were not pulling. So this just goes on to say that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And because of his deep ecstatic love for Krishna, Krishna was performing all these wonderful pastimes. Krishna wanted to tell to the entire world that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not an ordinary personality. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are many instances in the Chaitanya Charitamrita where we see that although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tried to conceal his real identity of being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he could not conceal. It's just like a sun trying to conceal itself. The sun cannot conceal itself. When the sun rises, the sun cannot try to hide himself when it is up in the sky. It's not possible. So there are many instances like this. This was one such instance. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made Jagannath to move by just pushing the huge Ratha weighing many tons with just his forehead. So like this, the Rath Yatra concludes at the Gundicha temple. And I will end with this one verse where Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying what happens to those devotees who hear the wonderful pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dancing in the Rath Yatra in front of Lord Jagannath. Iha ye shune she Shri Chaitanya paye sudridha vishwasha saha prema bhakti. So anyone who hears this description of the car festival will attain Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He will also attain the elevated state by which he will have firm conviction in devotional service and love of Godhead. Thank you very much for giving your time. Hare Krishna. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Jagannath Rath Yatra ki, Nitai Gaur Premanand.
Hare Krishna. If you found this video interesting, do like it and share it with your loved ones. For more uplifting spiritual content, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon.